it's just a fun movie.
Yeah, watching it again recently, I was like, the soccer is bad in it, right? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't look good. Which I think, if I'm going to make a generalization from all these movies, there's a really great blank space for a great soccer movie to be made. I mean, we have so many huge stars. Yeah, Beckham, Pele, we have
Mhm.
Ronaldinho, all these people that have already retired and gone. And we don't have like an F1 style movie for soccer yet.
Yeah.
I think there's a space. Are you watching much World Cup?
Yes, I
We
am.
can go into it. Do you have a team you're rooting for, or is it just the love of the game?
I just love the game. I hope they all have fun.
Don't be like Elmo during the Knicks run, who's going to get
I
hung
know.
outside New York City, you know?
He's like,
We
don't make
love
this
both
weird.
teams.
Don't make anything of this. No, I mean, clearly, from what I've heard, this is the best the UN's men's national team has ever been,
Yeah.
and so of course I want to see them succeed. I don't think they're going to win, but
No.
yeah, they'll be fun
Go,
to
boys,
watch. I think.
go.
Yeah,
Succeed. Our Norwegian heritage, we have to be a little proud of the boys
yeah.
from Norway, right? And I'm going to
That
say,
guy.
oh, Erling Haaland.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. They call him the cyborg. He is a monster. I
he's
mean,
a
we might as
beast.
well, if anyone hasn't at this point, I don't know how you wouldn't, but let's at
Yeah.
least just listen to their chant. Like, I don't know whose idea it was to be like, let's just imagine we're on a giant Viking ship and rowing,
Hmm.
but that person needs a raise because that's
Yeah,
pretty genius.
yeah. I mean, I've seen fan edits of that guy. What's his name?
Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland, of him, like fan edits, and they're all saying like, yeah, if he was coming off of of a Viking ship running down the beach at you with axes in
Mhm.
hand, he's like, you'd be dead. Like,
Yeah.
you just get it. Like, you understand the Viking intimidation.
Also, if we're just gonna go there, he looks a little Neanderthal, right? Like
He does. He's got a very strong brow.
strong brow, not the tallest forehead, just like a strong brow to a forehead, long
Hmm.
blonde hair. I mean, it just, you get it. You get it,
Yeah,
you get it.
but
I
he's a
like their
beast.
team. He's a beast. Since we're in the midst of World Cup time, let's talk about soccer films. Soccer, football films.
Mm.
Did you grow up calling it soccer? We all grew up calling it soccer, right?
Yeah, I grew up playing competitive soccer. I was on double A teams and traveled and competitive. I thought I was going to be a professional soccer player when I was growing up. Other kids think they're going to be professional basketball players. I thought I was going to be a professional soccer player.
When did you stop?
When I
I
went into high school and I realized that I was not that good
oh
compared to all the high school boys who had hit puberty and then grown into
yeah
men. And I
yeah.
was still just like prepubescent boy by the time I was in high school. I was like, there's no way I can compete with this. And so I stopped.
That is stiff competition in every type of the word. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean I played AYSO. I feel like in America almost everyone kind of, if you don't play it, you know someone else who does. Like
Hmm.
those soccer fields growing up in Bakersfield, we had one right by us, and then there were like five or six others in town that were just chocked full from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every Saturday. I had friends on travel teams. I was never that good, never as good as you, obviously. And
Hmm.
I definitely switched from soccer to American football at a certain point where I was like, oh, this is what my friends are playing now. Let's all go play flag football. But I still love playing it. Played a lot of intramurals in college. Love that. It's a fun game, but I have struggled to watch it consistently.
Really?
I think until World Cup times, I think because there's a problem in the US with distribution of soccer.
Mm,
MLS games, if you don't have cable, where else do
yeah.
you find them?
Yeah. I mean, plenty of the European leagues are broadcast through like Peacock and stuff like really well. So we can access quite a bit of international soccer.
Now,
Um,
right?
now we can. Yeah.
Yeah, early 20s for us, not so
Yeah.
much, but
No, no. But, here in Salt Lake, we've got Real Salt Lake, an
yeah.
MLS team that is super fun to watch, super fun to go to their games. I don't know. It's funny. Like, I have tried with the World Cup this time around, having it on in the background when I'm like watching, while I'm like working,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I'm only watching the screen
Oh yeah. It's too
because
hard.
I find it so fun. I find it so interesting. Um, it's funny because the longer that I've been alive, the more I have a hatred for American football,
Oh,
and the more
interesting.
I understand that soccer is the purest sport that there is.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, because whereas American football is like a tribute to the American legalistic system,
Uh-huh.
where it is built around incredible, insane rules
Yeah.
that impede the flow of anything ever happening. Um, that are just like these bursts of exciting moments, but then we like, okay, let's just let's think about the rules again. Let's think about what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
Soccer is just, it's about the flow of the game. In fact, the ref is trying to not impede the flow of the game and will only blow the whistle if he has to.
Yeah.
Which I love, I appreciate, because moving the ball around the field, flowing, like it's much more organic, it's much more fluid. It's more artful and beautiful to watch to me
Yeah.
than almost any American sport. Basketball, I love baseball. Baseball is another category. Basketball, football, golf. What are we even
Yeah.
talking about? I mean, golf
Golf.
isn't an American
Yeah.
sport, but what are we even talking about? So soccer for me is just, it is one of the purest expressions of sporting that there is. I just love it.
No, you're right. And I will say, I mean, I think I watched soccer live. The women's soccer team went to a lot of their games at BYU. Fantastic. I mean, they were always top 10, top 20. Went to some of the men's game. They were semi-pro. That was fun. Since coming to LA, I've been going to a lot of the LAFC women's games. It's our favorite games to go to. Great energy, great crowd. The women's team is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Fun stadium, but you're totally right in that you follow the ball the whole game. It's not, yeah, not stopping, not pausing. And it has been fun to see the entire world get pissed that the US has water breaks and commercial breaks. They've like added two or
Those
three per
were
game.
those were from when the World Cup was in Qatar
Yeah,
4 years ago. It was because it was so hot. But FIFA, it's an advertising opportunity.
for
So
sure.
it's a money making
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, call it water, really make the ads.
Yeah.
Well, before the World Cup ends, July 19th, let's talk about our three favorite soccer movies, as well as a couple of honorable mentions. I'm going to first talk about one that I know is going to be on both of our lists. Bend It Like Beckham
Yeah.
has to be. It's the
Yeah.
soccer movie that most people think about, and the highest grossing soccer movie, $77 million worldwide, which also doesn't sound like a ton, and it's not.
No, it doesn't. I mean,
But
adjusted for inflation,
yeah, you're right. Adjusted
probably
for
not
inflation,
bad, but
probably a little higher. Probably a little higher. Did you see this movie in theaters? Did you see when it first came out?
I I did not see it in theaters. This was definitely during like my heyday of playing soccer. So I'm pretty sure I think I saw it, I don't know, Blockbuster probably,
Okay.
because it was still a thing back then. But I remember because it was a movie about women, and there was like, it wasn't like a love story or anything like that. But then it was also a movie about how much these characters love soccer.
Yeah.
And Beckham was such at his, obviously his heyday back then. Um, and so yeah, I remember greatly enjoying this movie, but I didn't like chew through it. I wasn't like, wasn't not an obsession of mine.
I'll be honest, this was a blind spot of mine until like recently, the last 2 or 3 years. I was kind of like, oh yeah, Ben like Beckham. We all said the words and I knew about it. But 2003, I was, yeah, 11 years old at that point. My parents had no desire to watch it. My older sister didn't really watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until, yeah, probably like 5, 6 years ago, I was like, you know what? It's on a streaming service. Might as well watch it. Racially diverse, obviously written and directed by Gurinder Chadha, who was born in Kenya, grew up in England. She's Sikh. The story's about a Sikh girl, played by, let me make sure I get her name right, Parminder Nagra, and her best friend, who's Keira Knightley, Jules. Fun movie all around. Like you said, Beckham in his heyday. It was kind of like like Mike had just come out around that same time. It was
Mm-hmm.
Space Jam was a few years before. You had to get the big stars out there.
Yeah. So when this movie came out, David Beckham, he was a huge player, and he came out with the Predator cleats. I don't know if you played soccer much growing up, if you heard about these things.
I did, but we
Um,
never had the cool cleats. Okay.
yeah, so I know everyone on my team wanted these Predator cleats, and I'm pretty sure I ended up getting them at some point. But because the whole thing was bend it like Beckham was really well known for bending the ball, like putting a great spin
Okay.
on it. These cleats had like these rubbery patches right on the inside of the toe, and it would like help you bend the ball. I don't know.
Wild.
And so I
Yeah.
just like Googled this and looked it up because Beckham did just like hit a core memory of mine of like needing these Predator cleats.
You had to bend it like Beckham.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, seeing him. Oh my gosh. I recognize them, and they've had so many iterations since.
Oh boy,
Wow.
these are kind of ugly actually.
They're
Jeez.
funky now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're funky.
It's like
Jeez Louise.
seeing old Jordan sometimes. I'm like, it's cool because it's old. It's not cool because it looks great.
Yeah, it's cool because it's old.
Yeah.
Wow. I really needed these, didn't I? Damn, crazy.
Get a pair and cut the cleats off. Just walk around.
Might as well. I mean, hell, you've seen what some people are wearing these days.
Yeah, you're right. You'd fit in, sadly,
I fit in.
many areas of town. Let's talk about your number two.
So Bend It Like Beckham was also on my list, so we just got a two for right there.
Yep.
My number two was Shaolin Soccer. I don't know if you ever saw this movie.
I've only seen clips. It was one that I was hoping we were going to cover because I was like,
Yeah, dude.
never seen it.
This movie was like a blockbuster heyday for me, right?
Okay.
This movie is a fever dream. It is insane. So it blends this early 2000s filmmaking with kind of slow-mo Matrix style, kind of bad CG with a kung fu movie level of physical comedy and soccer. You've seen clips of this, where
Yeah.
they're kicking the ball and it's bending the ground around it and it's flying, and then they're using kung fu and crouching tiger hidden dragon levels of martial arts and kind of dancing through the sky to stop the ball. And
Yeah.
I remember being like a 10-year-old, 12-year-old, every time going to Blockbuster, needing to get this movie because of how much I loved it.
Wow.
And it's funny because, when you're a kid and you think, I'm going to become a professional soccer player growing up, when you fall asleep, you envision yourself playing soccer.
Yeah.
And that's what I would do every night. I'd envision myself playing soccer, and I would envision myself playing Shaolin soccer and kicking the ball so hard that it catches on fire. And like, I don't know, dude. I mean, you've seen clips of these and
Oh,
how just
yeah.
silly it is.
Uh-huh. And they're dressed in monk robes and some racial ambiguity of just generally Asian areas. It's definitely on my list now. I don't know why I have never watched it.
Yeah, it's funny. Like the keeper stopping the ball, but the ball has so much energy that it rips his sleeves off.
Yeah.
Or they're all just like the guy who shoots the ball with his stomach, or the guy hits him in the face with a wrench, and then the wrench is bent because they're so keyed in on their
Wow.
kung fu. It's just, I don't know, it's a fantastic movie and it's funny. It's not played straight, it's played for laughs. The entire thing is a comedy.
Mhm.
It's one of those where they're clearly not paying attention to the rules of soccer, right? This is a soccer movie insofar that is the soccer is part of the plot, like the gimmick,
Yeah.
right? But we're not actually playing soccer here. Soccer is a mask that Kung Fu is wearing. This is actually one of those old style Kung Fu movies. This is like, yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna say something that hopefully comes off the right way, but I'm gonna chalk this up to the Jackie Chan effect. Jackie
yes,
Chan post Rush Hour, which was what, 98, 99, the first one. We got a ton of Jackie Chan and a huge resurgence in we'll say Kung Fu slash Asian area style movies in America. Because Kung Fu Hustle was what, 2004? 2003,
yeah,
2004. A couple years later, we had Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights, everything Jackie Chan was doing. Why are we not into Kung Fu right now? I don't
yeah,
know. But all right, this is on my list to go see now. Shaolin Soccer.
definitely, definitely. I cannot recommend it enough.
What a classic. I'm gonna go with a non-classic, but it was fun for me, and it's beloved in my eyes. Kicking and Screaming, 2005. Will Ferrell. Have
Mhm.
you seen this movie?
I actually have not.
Okay, let me just read off this cast for 2 seconds. Will Ferrell, Robert Duvall, Josh Hutcherson, Mike Ditka. I mean, Robert Duvall in a soccer movie. Anyways, Will Ferrell plays it great. It's a comedy, but it's still a sports movie. But like he and Mike Ditka of the Chicago Bears yelling and screaming at each other on the field, it plays really well. And 2005, this is Will Ferrell at his heyday, and it's just a fun one. Now, there's another movie called Kicking and Screaming. So when looking it up, don't go for the 1995 Eric Stoltz movie. This is 2005, Will Ferrell, Kicking and Screaming. Hour and a half, you'll love a tight 95. You know what I mean? Like, quick movie,
Hmm.
fun, wild, stupid gaffes. It doesn't go as far as Daddy Daycare, and it's not as memorable, but I think it still belongs in a good little soccer Hall of Fame, as well as a good comedy from the 2000s.
Nice.
Before your third, are there any honorable mentions before we go into number three?
Yeah, The Big Green. I know you haven't seen this.
I
You
have
didn't even
not
know that
seen
it was a
this.
thing.
Nope.
This is in the same vein as like The Sandlot, where you get it's kind of like a ragtag group of kids are playing soccer and they're really bad at it. It's kind of like D3 The Mighty Ducks a little bit too. Like
Okay.
same era, same actors are in these kinds of things. I didn't watch this movie a lot. I just knew that I had seen it. But this is played for laughs, so you get great scenes of the actor who was the catcher in The Sandlot. What's his name?
Patrick Renna.
Yeah, Patrick Renna.
Yep.
He's the keeper. And so you get great scenes of him standing there in the goalie box
Yeah.
with the team running down the field at him. And then it cuts to the team is actually on dirt bikes, revving their engines down at him because he's just so intimidated. And then it cuts back to them just running down the field because these kids, they're just like, they're so bad at soccer. And then
Yeah.
it's kind of like this, like David and Goliath sort of story. But it's funny, it's fun. It certainly shows its age. If you were to go watch a trailer for it, it's full of kind of 90s sound effects of kids like whoop, kind of weird sound effects and stuff.
Yep.
I don't even know if it made it to theaters. This could have been a direct to VHS sort of experience, but worth mentioning.
Worth mentioning. And what is your number three movie then?
She's the Man,
I mean,
starring Amanda
for
Bynes and
so many
Channing
people,
Tatum,
so many people in our age group, this is the soccer movie, you know?
which is so funny because it's not a soccer movie. It's actually based on the Twelfth Night,
So yeah.
Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. So it's actually a Shakespeare play, just reskinned.
Yep.
And soccer just happens to be a set piece, a reason for things to happen. But it's not one of those. It's fun because it's a silly hijinks movie of this person's into this person who's into this person, and which makes this person mad, and this person's actually a girl, and the boy's feeling feelings towards him, her, and it's confusing,
It
and
sure
her
is.
brother's gone, and he comes back, and hijinks ensue, and it's just a fun movie.
Yeah, watching it again recently, I was like, the soccer is bad in it, right? Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't look good. Which I think, if I'm going to make a generalization from all these movies, there's a really great blank space for a great soccer movie to be made. I mean, we have so many huge stars. Yeah, Beckham, Pele, we have
hmm,
Ronaldinho, all these people that have already retired and gone. And we don't have like an F1 style movie for soccer yet.
yeah,
I think there's a space. But like you said, soccer is the set piece. Soccer is the set piece. It's the reason for the gender swap and everything else going on in the movie that makes it fun and beloved.
yeah,
And young Channing
yeah.
Tatum, you
Young
know,
Channing Tatum, young Amanda Bynes.
every boy
Um,
learned about using tampons for nosebleeds.
yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
This is the movie that started that.
Yep. Yep. I'll wrap us up with a weird third one, but before I do that, we're going to talk about a couple blind spots. There's movies that I just know are probably better and they're higher rated, but I've never heard of them or never seen them. Like, have you ever heard of The Damned United?
Nope.
2009 movie, story of a coach and his 44-day reign as coach of the English football team. Highly rated IMDb. I've never heard of it. Goal, The Dream Begins, about Newcastle United. Has a good cast. Also, never heard of it. Green Street Hooligans, 2005. Young Charlie Hunnam, and it's got Elijah Wood post Lord of the Rings.
Huh.
Never heard of it. An expelled Harvard undergrad moves to London where he gets into the violent underworld of football. So there's just some movies in here that I'm like, oh, I've never heard of most of these. Now, this one I'm going to mention, probably a lot of people didn't watch either, but 2023's Next Goal Wins, directed by Taika Waititi, is just
Oh,
a fun, lovable football movie.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, it was on Hulu. 2023 was like limited release, post COVID kind of. Actually, one of my friends who you met during the wedding weekend, Castle, his sister is in this movie. It's based on a true story, and there's a documentary of the same name from 2014 about what happened. But a disgraced football coach goes and coaches the American Samoa soccer team, who is most known for their 31-0 loss in a 2001 FIFA match. So we're
Hmm.
talking like the worst of the worst. It's lovable. It's very Taika Waititi. American Samoa. Samoans have the similar islander feel to all of the New Zealanders, so it's the same kind of humor that carries over. It's fun, and honestly, see Michael Fassbender is like a drunken, disorderly doofus trying to coach this team, and yet also gets pulled into this trans girl stories or the fact that Polynesians don't really think that being trans is a problem. It's like a whole other third gender they have a name for, and also like the island culture and being chill doesn't always translate over to soccer, and so it's all these different things. But as a movie, it's a fun watch.
Yeah.
One of my wife's favorites the last 5 years, and for Taika Waititi, who caught some shit after Thor. This is a really fun small indie that's him just saying, "This one's for me." And so
Yeah.
it's a fun football movie for that.
Hmm.
We'll have all these linked in the show notes. Any last thoughts before we sign off on World Cup soccer?
Yeah, it's funny that neither one of us mentioned Ted Lasso. I know it's not a movie, it's a show, but it's funny that it didn't even register on our minds.
I know we're talking movies. How do you feel about Ted Lasso? Talk to me about Ted Lasso.
I don't know. I mean, this is an addendum to the main episode.
Sure is.
Ted Lasso is one of those things where I feel like it just kind of, certain shows will just have a moment and kind of take the culture by storm.
For sure.
But then once you get distance on it and you come back and you re-engage with it, you're like, did this really need a season four? Did this really need a season four? And you
Nope.
know me, it's the same team of writers are doing Shrinking, right? And
Yeah,
it's a little too cutesy sometimes.
a little bit.
It's a little too cutesy where I'm like, I know that, and we're probably going to do an episode about this, about suspension of disbelief and how do you watch a thing? How
Yeah.
real does a thing need to be in order for you to be able to like willingly engage with it? But I'm like, real people don't talk like that. Real people don't engage with each other like that. Like,
Yeah.
anyways, so it was a fun show. I liked it. It is certainly a soccer show where
Uh-huh.
soccer is not just a set piece, like it is part of the whole thing. Like people learned about what relegation means because of that show.
Yeah.
The actors I think do a really good job of being soccer players, and I so well done. I have my caveats.
Yeah, I think when it first came out, I mean, especially season one, I was hooked. And you're right,
Mhm.
it came out at like such the right time where you're kind of watching and going like, okay, it's the middle of the pandemic. October 2020 was the end of the first season. August 2020 was the start. We needed something to be happy about.
Yeah.
You had to watch season two. I still enjoyed most of season two, then it kind of fell off in the end. I was like, oh, what are we doing here? Season three, like you're talking about, a lot of the writers from season one, two left for Shrinking and new writers came in for season three, which is
Hmm.
why when you watch certain episodes and you're like, that was rough. And I would go look at the writers. I'm like, oh, this is someone who's done two random episodes of television. They were in the writer's room for season two and they were not writing the episodes, and it
Yeah.
shows for season three. And
Yeah.
to your point, season four is completely unnecessary and we don't need it. There's the haters who are like, if you like Ted Lasso, I don't like you. And let's not go that far.
Yeah. It's okay to let things die. It's okay to not come back and revisit a show.
Did you watch Atlanta,
Yes.
Donald Glover? It
Yeah.
just ended. It didn't like nicely
Yep.
wrap up. It was like done. And everyone's kind of like, "Well, where's the rest of Atlanta?" It's like, "No, no, that's it."
He
Or like
finished it.
Dave. Dave is done. There's no nice bow. There's not kumbaya. Dave is just done.
I mean, I think Dave is done is I don't know if that was by design or if that's just because Dave got lazy.
Maybe a bit of both. Maybe same with Rami. I was like, "Was there more
Yeah.
story here, Rami?" And he's like, "I'm doing something else."
Yeah.
Okay, but I respect that more than I do of like,
Yeah.
what if we just change the team to girls? Like that doesn't do it for me.
Is that what season 4 did?
They're changing it to girls.
Oh my
I
gosh.
thought at least they were gonna go to America or something. I was like, oh yeah, show coach in Kansas, and maybe they're gonna bring something. No, no, it's
That's
just
crazy.
guess what, guys? It's now girls.
Hey, what if we just swapped everyone's genders? And Ted Lasso's coaching women now. Wouldn't that be funny?
Which here's what I'll say: there was opportunities to have other women's soccer or women's sports shows like that. That should just be done. But does it have to be Ted coming back?
Yeah.
And does it have to be the same club? Does it have to be? There's so many other aspects where I'm like, leave Ted out of it. I don't know.
Come on, guys. What are we doing?
Another episode. Let's wrap it up there. We got everything linked in the show notes. Go ahead and click, and we'll take you right to where these are streaming. And until next time, watch good movies and TV and watch the rest of the World Cup.